Yes, good morning, my brother. Yes, my name is Akin Oladipo Agbe, the National President of Civil Rights Liberty Organization, a member of Amnesty International. Yes, about police brutality. Yes, police brutality is in different forms. When we talk of police brutality, it is not only when the police brutalizes someone by hitting the person with a sledgehammer or by touching someone, it is termed to be police brutality. Police brutality could be somebody who his movement have been restrained by the police and unlawfully. For instance, if someone is being in police custody and is entitled to bail within that 48 hours or 24 hours, and the police refuse to grant him bail, definitely the police has brutalized him, which of course it is termed to be a violation of the fundamental human right of that person. And more so, if police should take any matter personal to himself, it is also called police brutality. And more so, if police is investigating a matter and is being coerced and probably maybe is coercive in its investigation, like shouting, beating, threatening, it is also termed to be police brutality. In 2010, I personally waged war against police brutality in 2010 to see that, to curb the excesses of the police, because we have discovered so many times that some persons in the police have formed the habit of torturing people, have formed the habit of violating people's rights without having any recourse to law, and more so without having any respect to the law of the land. So this is why we decided to wage war against police brutality in 2010. And also, there are matters that police are supposed to attend to, which they have deviated from their duties. We have civil matters and we have criminal matters. The criminal matters, as I've said before, is mainly for the police to investigate, and the civil aspect of it is for the person or individual to seek redress in court, which is purely a civil one. But we have noticed that in so many cases, especially the landlord and tenant issues, police in Nigeria always form the habit of coming in contact and probably maybe having a duty to play within the landlord and tenant issue. Sometimes they even ask tenants to make an undertaking at the police station that so period or so time they are going to vacate their premises, which is not right. It's not supposed to be. The police have no right to intervene into the matter. The police duty is to make sure there's peace in the country and to maintain peace and to see that people go on the right direction, not to mislead them. It is the wrong thing for police to mislead. And you will discover that police, our Nigerian police today, if you have any complaint in any police station, if you are the complainant in any matter, the police officer will be requesting for you to mobilize them. What is mobilization? Why should you mobilize a police officer to do his duty? And if you don't have money to do that, definitely your matter or that matter you bring to the police will be frustrated. And definitely, if the police should frustrate your matter, where do you go again? And if you give a token to the police officer and the defendant eventually probably was invited by the police, and if the defendant should now pay more money to the police more than you, definitely the police officer will be on the side of the defendant, which is not supposed to be. And so that is why the courts are there. The court is there to determine who is guilty or not. It is not the police to determine who is guilty or not. And more so, if there's a case before anybody you have the right to consult your lawyer, and you have the right to even consult anybody of your own choice, and you also have the right to consult your family. Your family must know where you are at that point when that arrest is being effected. Your family must know where you are, and you have the right to have access to your telephone while you are still at the police station, not when you are in custody. So these are the things that people don't understand and people don't know about at all. My friend, there is nothing called bail money. Bail money is purely illegal. Somebody who is claiming that police will say they should give him bail money. There is nothing called bail money. Bail is free. Bail is free. Bail is free. Any police officer that demand for bail money, you have the right as an individual to petition that police officer, to report that police officer to anywhere, like police, they have police provost. You have the right to petition that police officer, and if you petition that police officer, the police say as well will now invite that police officer to hear his own side of the story. It is not the duty of the police officer or anybody to collect police. It is not the police that is collecting the money. It is that person who is in that police, who is in that police spirit that is collecting the money, because it's representing the Nigerian police. It is not Nigerian police that is collecting any money from anybody. Bail is free. Yes, police are friends. Police are our friends. Yes, people, they will say that police are friends. Police are not our enemies, because they are more close to the people more than any other law enforcement agencies. Police are like husband and wife to people, so they relate to people day and day, and that is why they call them our friends. So they are never our enemy. You know, we have the bad, we have the good, the bad, the ugly. So definitely the police can do the right thing at the right time, whereas there are some police officers that can as well do what is wrong. But what we are saying in the essence is that let our police officers remain loyal to their duty. Let them remain loyal, and let them be honest to their duty, and let them know that they are representing Nigerian police. We know we have been seeing other police officers in other countries. We see the way they behave, we see the way they handle matters, we see the way they investigate matters. But our own police officers here, they are only personalizing things. They personalize it. They derail from the law, which is not supposed to be so. Yes, you are talking about SARS. Yes, SARS. The issue of SARS is quite unfortunate that at this stage of ours in Nigeria today, SARS are still behaving like thugs. That's the way I can put it. They are even making people to be afraid of them, which is not supposed to be. For instance, they said SARS is called Special Anti-Robbery Squad. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad we're talking about, they are mainly for capital offences like robbery, kidnapping, and other hard offences. They are for capital offences. But you will see that even some people who are in the SARS, some police officers who are in the SARS, they are even hustling to get what is called a petition. They will even intervene into miscellaneous offences, and they will even take some people down to where they call their theater and start touching people there, which is not supposed to be. Touching of people is purely illegal. Nobody has the right. Either you are a police officer, either you are a military officer, either you are paramilitary, or anywhere, you have no right to torture anybody. Because if, as you are violating the right of that person, you are already committing an offence. You are already assaulting that person. It is not your duty. To torture anybody. Your duty is to investigate the matter, and that is why they have put you there, that you should represent the Nigerian police. You are not representing yourself. Mind you, they are not representing themselves. They are representing all of us. They are representing Nigeria, and they are representing individuals. Either you are a Nigerian or a foreigner. The police duty is to protect life and property, and they have the right to protect it. It is their duty to do so. And if any police officer is found wanting, they have a place where they call orderly room, where they are being tried at the provost section. They have orderly room, and that orderly room, once a police officer is found wanting, then they will take him to that orderly room. He will be deported. Once he's deported, they will not take him to orderly room. The minute they take him to orderly room for trial, if they find him guilty in that place, then he's gone. Then he'll be dismissed from that police, and from there, prosecution in the Nigerian court or in the competent court of law cannot take effect from him. So that if any other police officer is violating your right, you still have the right to complain. Don't be scared, and that is what we are talking about. Like we are not lions, we are not spirit, we are human being like you. We are human being like you. You have the right to go to any court of law. You have the right to go to any library to get the books or the law books for yourself. You can read. You can know. Then if you want to know law, if you want to read law, you have the right to do so. You have the right to know your right. Nobody wants to stop you. Nobody says you should not go ahead and get any book or any law book to go through it and to know what is right, because you are assisting yourself by doing such thing. It is disheartening and it is so annoying that today of our life, Nigerian police are still behaving immaturely, brutalizing people. For instance, like what the Commissioner of Police is doing recently, parading suspects. It is purely unlawful. It is purely unlawful. But we Nigerians, we keep quiet and we are still looking at such thing as if it's the right thing. The law says that whoever that is charged for a criminal offence is presumed to be innocent until the contrary is proved in law, in the competent court of law. But in this case, the police already has decided and has even make a decision that that person is guilty of that offence. They have the right to prosecute. They can prosecute. It is not their duty to parade any suspect. They are still innocent, for crying loud. They are still innocent. They are still innocent. Why should you parade a suspect that you already know that is still a suspect? He has not been convicted. So why don't you go to court? And anybody that has been convicted, then you cannot parade that person, because already you now know already that is already he has been convicted is a criminal. But somebody you are parading that has not been taken to court, how can you determine it? How can you say it's a criminal? How can you say it's guilty? How can you say it's guilty? These are the things we need to look into. Well, these are the things we need to checkmate ourselves, because we are not animals in our country. We are not animals in our country. Everybody has right to live, and everybody has right to dignity. Everybody has freedom of movement. Everybody has right to right to life, right to religion, right to dignity, right to own immovable properties, and right to association. These are fundamental rights that if every individual has. And right to fair hearing. Nobody can deny you of your fair hearing. The police have not given you that opportunity for you to have fair hearing. They are already parading you. It is absurd. It is wrong. It is wrong. And sometimes police will even within themselves, they can detain somebody for more than necessary period. Before I wage war against police brutality, you will agree with me that some people will even stay in the police cell for more than 6 months. For more than 6 months, for more than a year. Not taking the person to court. As police station turn to court, if the police want to tell us that they are court, they are judges, they are magistrates, then let us know. We have the division of labour, we have the judiciary, and we have the police authorities. And so also we also have all these things in place. So if anybody should not go against such things, that person also has committed an offence. Be you who, no matter the position you are. Be you who. You have no right to violate anybody's right. You have no right to torture anyone. You have no right to collect any money from anybody. You don't have any right. You don't have any right. You don't have right to insult that person. You don't have the right to brutalize, to kill anybody. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We'll get back to you later. And if you want to get us, if your right is being violated, please you can call this number 080-236-84314. 080-236-84314. Thank you so much.